Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Junglo again. Today is July 18th of the 2024. Right next to me, we have Ralph Zavala. That's it, right? Finally got it down after a few fights. Now, Ralph, congrats on another W, on another huge victory on the last event. Now it look like 135 pound is your home.
Yeah.
Not gonna go back to 145.
145 is not totally out the picture. I think anyway, I'm gonna get some muscle. I'm gonna get bigger sometime in the future. So, but I think 135 is good for me right now. I walk 150, so it's not too bad.
That's a perfect fight. So now on this upcoming fight, you're fighting a guy that I interviewed him last week, I believe. He hasn't been around the game for how many years?
I think he said 8-9
years. 8-9 years,
yeah,
something like that.
almost.
So because due to work, pandemic, got married, and all that, it's pretty crazy. You can be out of the cage for that many years and want to get back in there. So what you think of him?
He's a good fighter, man. When I watched him from 8-9 years ago, he still looked good. He looked like he was a wrestler, but I'm expecting anything from him right now. So
now it's kind of crazy because most of the people that fighting in a different promotion, they don't have a chance to studying the fight videos and all that. But people fight on our show, a lot of coaches hey, I want to see what's my fighter fighting at. I'm like, well, he never fought on our show, so I don't have control over the video. So now on this upcoming fight, you really have a lot of no question mark.
Yep.
How do you prepare for a guy like him? I really don't know. I never seen him fight before.
Yeah.
He's pretty short, when I say him actually, he's definitely shorter than you, so you definitely have the reach advantage.
Yeah.
So how do you prepare for him?
Exactly what you said, the reach, I think that's going to be a big factor. I'm expecting anything, to be honest. Who knows what he's been doing these 9 years? I know he went to college, I know he has a full-time job, but he could have been training anything. He could have been training striking for the whole time, could have been training jiu-jitsu the whole time, who knows? So
now, from the previous fight, you also like to take people down.
Yeah.
Is there an option on this upcoming fight to take Danny down?
Yeah, I think it's an option. I think when I saw him from his last fights, I think jiu-jitsu, he was getting caught in some stuff, and I think I could find the openings.
That's pretty awesome. Now, again, if people want to get a hold of you, Ralph, how can people contact you on social media?
Really, just Ralph Zavala MMA on Instagram. That's my main page. That's where I'm at all the time.
Now, you're wearing a PFL, sweatshirt.
Yes,
what's the story on that?
Just we got somebody in the gym.
PFL fighter.
Yeah, Gabriel Braga. He's a dog. He just came off a fight against Bubba Jenkins and beat him. So
that's pretty awesome. Well, he's definitely another up-and-comer.
Yep.
In the PFL, it's a good lead now.
Yeah.
Beside Bellator's folder, so it's great. So now you're surrounding a lot of high-profile guys, high-level fighters that's surrounding you. On this upcoming camp, you're fighting a black sheep that you really don't know what to expect, So anything can go. So you have to prepare for everything, So any special lump one training partner you want to shout out to?
Just everybody, Gunner, Pedro, Miguel, my coaches, Marcio, Jake, all these guys, they helped me so much just talking to me. I had a long conversation with Pedro. He's a younger fighter, but we had a long conversation about fighting, our future, and what we want to do, and those things help a lot. So
is Pedro Marcio's son?
Yeah, Marcio's son.
So November 9, look like
he's a dog. He's a dog. Be ready, guys. So get ready to get beat up by a 16-year-old. I'm telling you. I'm serious.
We'll get him ready to prep for him for the next upcoming event. That's gonna be a whole nother agenda. So we're gonna figure something out for him to get on the fight card. Now, any special training arrangement, anything you especially doing for this upcoming guy? Danny.
To be honest, it's a little closer to what my first fight was. A wrestler. I'm very confident in my wrestling defense now and my wall defense. So I think I'm ready for whatever he's got.
Now, this upcoming fight, this is kind of crazy because we do have a 135-pound title fight on the card. We have Ashton, Stanley, Burst, Reno Bargain.
Yep.
Do you know any one of those guys?
I've seen Ashton Stanley fight. He's good, a wrestler. He's scrappy. I like it. I like that fight.
So, what do you think of that fight?
Honestly, I've seen Ashton Stanley. I think he's got it. He's the only person I've seen, so it's a little biased, I think, but I like how he fights. So.
Now, Reno Bargain is a brown belt Jiu-Jitsu under, I believe, is a Ralph Gracie as well in Fremont. He's undefeated as a 4-0. He just submitted on last event, Jonathan Burdick, a 7-2. He submitted him on the first round. The first round with the armbar. So I didn't really have a chance to fight, watching the fight, the whole fight yet, but I saw some highlights and it's up on my YouTube channel. You guys are more than welcome to just subscribe and watching the fight. But that's one fight. If you and Danny, whoever wins the fight, this might be a possibility to have a touch the title on the next one. So make sure you keep your eyes on. And I know you fighting before the main event, before the before Reno versus Ashton. So definitely want to keep your eyes on that fight. You know.
Yes, sir.
But if I ask you, who do you think win that fight?
I still think Ashton Stanley. I'm gonna stick with it. Since I said that, I'm gonna stick with it. I like that other guy's resume though. It sounds good.
Now, if Ashton Stanley winning the fight, if you have winning the fight, you have to fight Ashton Stanley. How are you gonna fight him?
I think prepare for wrestling, but he likes to throw, so I'm ready for that too. I'm confident in my hands. I think my last fight I was really focused on the pressure, and I think I did that. My second fight I was against the wall a little bit too much, so I'm really focusing and I'm changing every single fight. So that's the main focus.
So hopefully we'll look into it. Maybe you can meet with Ashton Stanley on November 9th. You know, this will be a little story to building up. We're also doing a 4-man tournament on this upcoming event. On the 155, both of the winner will be fighting for the 155 title on the November 9th as well. Nice. So we got a lot of interesting matchup to building up and leading into the future event. Can't wait to watching that. Now, your opponent, watching this interview, Daniel Austin, what do you have to say to him?
Just be ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to do what we gotta do.
Do you think this fight will go the distance?
I think it might. I think if he feels the hands and starts to take me down and stuff, we might be there for a little bit. If I decide to take him down and feel like I can get him there, and he might be there for a little bit. Who knows? That's
pretty interesting. Now it's gonna be an awesome matchup, guys. Over 20 plus fights on this upcoming fight. Make sure you guys stay tuned. For more information about the fight card layout, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. This event is under First Round Fights, going for number 3. Originated from Philippines, it's under URCC. Now they rebranded into the state and then called the First Round Fights. Do not miss it out. A lot of up-and-coming talent is going to be on the card. We have a 10 professional and 12 or 15 of them amateur. So it's going to be a whole day of a fight. 2 o'clock open the door. 3 p.m. is going to be the first fight kicks off. Do not miss it out. Huge stack card. So please subscribe my YouTube channel. Our last event of the year, November 9th. Looking for female fighters. Any female fighter want to get on the card, please DM me. Any fighters from local manager, just hit me up on Instagram, Dragon_House_MMA. Any last word you want to shout out to your supporters?
Just shout out everybody. Shout out Ralph Gracie Pleasanton. Shout out Ralph Gracie San Ramon. You know, all you guys help us a lot, so thank you.
You born and raised out there?
Born and raised in San Leandro. Well, born in Castro Valley, raised in San Leandro, so.
It's the East Bay area?
Yeah, just around there.
That's pretty good. Now, how old are you, Ralph?
21.
21?
Yeah.
21 of a young age. Long way to go. In a perfect world, how much longer you want to do amateur before you go pro?
I think 3 or 4 years. I want a lot of fights, to be honest.
The
main thing is having experience. That's what I want from my amateur. I'm young. I have time. Experience is the best way I'm gonna get better for how old I am right now.
That's pretty good. All right, guys. For more info about the fight card, DragonHouseMMA.com as usual. Good to have you on board, brother. We'll see you guys August 17th at the historical building, Cow Palace. I'm Joe Lowe, signing out. Peace.